Yes, you know who the hell it is. It's your girl, Miss Climax. Yes, baby. The best podcast out there, streaming on all platforms. What you thought it was? Come catch this vibe. Welcome to the Climax Zone. Welcome to the Climax Zone. Welcome to the Climax Zone. Welcome to the Climax Zone.
Y'all coming
Welcome
on
to the Climax Zone. Welcome to the Climax Zone.
Share.
Welcome to the Climax Zone. 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 Come check this podcast out. It's unfiltered, it's unscripted. Come catch this vibe, man. And if you need some promo, come holler at us. Come holler.
What's up, my zoners? Thank y'all for tuning in. I did start early, only because over here in California, I don't know what the heck's going on with the weather, but we've had rain, hail, and strong winds. And if you know, like I know, you know that's gonna mess with the Wi-Fi, all that good stuff there. So before I start though, I really I made an 11-minute video telling you guys about how thankful I was for all the people that was supporting. Hey George, thank you for showing up. Thank you for tuning in. I've been getting a lot of support, a lot of love. I appreciate you guys so much. Like I said before, January the 16th is my 2-year anniversary for the Climax Zone. And it's only up from here. Tonight's podcast is being sponsored by Tawana's Yoni and Teens. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you go to the website, www.tawanasjoniandteens.com, use the promo code, the Climax Zone, for 10% off everything. And matter of fact, I'm going to make that easier for y'all because I should have put that. Everything. I want y'all to know. She said 10% off of everything. And me, myself, you know, if you go to my website, which is the climaxdesigns.net, you can go over there and shop. And if you're a first-time shopper, you'll get 10% off. I mean, you'll get free shipping. See, so many discounts. But I want to start this off because I was looking at my analytics on my podcast. And I'm going to try to do this for every show I have going forward. I'm going to start with the states, then I'll go back with the cities throughout the week. But right now, I want to send a shout out to Virginia, Ohio, California, Washington, Georgia, Massachusetts, Texas, Oregon, Florida, Alabama, District of Columbia, DC, Illinois, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, Idaho, Alaska, Indiana, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Missouri, Arkansas, Maryland, Louisiana, Colorado, Minnesota, Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, Connecticut, Michigan, Delaware, Kansas, Mississippi, Maine, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Utah, North Dakota, Iowa, Hawaii, and South Dakota. Now, don't get it twisted because they listening to us in the United Kingdom, Ireland, Germany, and some more places. But we're going to get on to that. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the participation. Don't stop. Let's keep it going. If you have topics that you ever want me to talk about, I'm open to talk about them. If you ever want to join the platform and you don't want to show your face, I'll still send you the link so you can ask people live what you want to ask them. Let's make it do what it do. If you have a business or an event or something you want to gain exposure for, holler at me because I'm doing free promo up until January. When January comes, you still can holler at me. You just going to have to pay me. You know, Business is business. So we're not gonna hold out too much longer. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him up, Mr. Eric Thorne.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Long time no see.
Yes, ma'am. It has been a long time, huh?
We got history, Memphis, Tennessee.
Ooh,
What's up?
Lord have mercy. You
They-
know, I could actually be honest with you. Thank you guys, because if it wasn't really for the people that I met in my early years, what I'm doing now doesn't happen. What I'm doing now, honestly, what I'm doing right now really doesn't happen.
well, you met some of the best. Hey, hey, bitch, stand up. You met some of the best. I'm just saying. I'm
I'm,
I'm hyping us all up, but I'm hyping myself up the most.
between New Orleans
Cherry Berry.
and here, uh, yeah. If it wasn't for a lot of y'all, the path that I take, uh, it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be where I'm at now.
See, before you elaborate on all that, because we're gonna get into to get into. We're gonna get into to get into. First of all, tell these people who you are and tell them a little bit about you. Where you from?
Um, my name is Eric Thorne. I am owner of Queen of Diamonds Entertainment and Black Diamond BBW Promotions, uh, located and based in Memphis, Tennessee. What we are Queen of Diamonds is a BBW exotic dance group here in Memphis. But we don't just have ladies from Memphis that are in Queen of Diamonds. We have ladies from pretty much everywhere that are in Queen of Diamonds. And every so often we throw events and the girls get to showcase their talents. Black Diamond BBW Promotions is nothing but a promotional entity that drives everything else that I do, promoting BBWs across the world.
You better promote.
Where I'm from, I am originally from Chicago, Illinois. Uh, I've had stints in New Orleans, Louisiana, Memphis, Tennessee, Natchez, Mississippi, and short stays in Yokosuka, Japan. So,
Oh, fancy.
mhm.
Go on, get fancy with it then. Get fancy with it. I'm trying to get a better view. I think that close up is better. But now go on, get fancy with it. Okay, Japan. Everybody can't say they been to
Well,
Japan.
that was military right there. So,
Okay, I'm a military brat, so I can get that.
mhm.
If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't have been to Hey Wanna. There go our sponsor. If it wouldn't been for my dad, wouldn't have probably went to Fort Drum, New York and stuff like that. Hell, probably wouldn't have. Yeah, I probably would have found my way to Memphis anyway. But little backstory. Where did you meet me? Where did we meet at, bro?
You know what? It's funny that you said all that, because the whole week when you asked me to do this show, I was gonna sitting thinking, like, I wonder if she gonna allow me to tell how we met.
This is
Because
the
some people, but I understand that, but some people, some people don't want their past to be known, and I get that.
Bro. I'm on book 2, which was talking about nothing but that atmosphere.
But yeah, when I moved to Memphis in '95, me and a couple of my people from New Orleans, we were looking for a place to go, and they were always pointing us in the direction of the strip club. So when I actually got settled and moved to Memphis, I pretty much frequently, and this is in my younger life, I'm starting to get adapted and used to strip clubs, because although I was in the Navy, I didn't go to much. I would go to strip clubs, but it wasn't black owned strip clubs. So my introduction to the strip club scene was actually here in Memphis. By me being 20, how old was I? About 23 when I moved here. So frequently visiting strip clubs, Pure Passion. What was the one on Democrat? I'm old, so I forget stuff.
Ebony Lace.
Ebony Lace, that's right. Ebony Lace,
Shout out
King
Ebony Lace.
King of Clubs and all that. Yeah, I met quite a few females, including Climax. And I was impressed by a lot of them because back then, there was a lot of there was a lot of y'all thick motherfuckers. It was like me and being a kid in the candy store, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, here I am, this 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 year old in an environment where I'm just like, my mouth is just dropping everywhere.
You didn't act like that though. You was reserved. You was pure reserved.
But I really was. I really was. My mouth was like, yeah. But so people, and still to this day, what people don't realize is that I am a very shy person. I right. I was reserved because I didn't know y'all then. But then y'all noticed when I got to noticing y'all, I broke out of my shell.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I got out of my shell. Once people get to know me, I'm able to get out of my shell. But if I don't know you too much, I'm laid back, quiet, and yeah. And I got, man, the friendships. People don't think that you can befriend people that work in an industry like that. And man, I got so many great friendships out of that. It wasn't even funny.
I just need you to dig up these photos. Cause I need you to send me these photos. Cause you sent me one. And Lord,
yeah, that's gonna be hard to do because those photos was never backed up. and then I've been through like 3 computer crashes. So trying to dig those up would be trying to like find a treasure. It'll be like a treasure hunt without a map. Because it was you. It was you and Alizé. I was sitting in the chair with my New Orleans, at that point in time, New Orleans Hornets jersey on, and y'all was on both sides of me. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that was like I said, that because of y'all, man, this is the start of what I do now. Is y'all the reason? Y'all the reason why So Delicious in 24 happened. Matter of fact, the girls, a couple of girls, we had an event this past weekend. A couple of girls from 24. And I told them, I said, and y'all are the reason why these girls in Queen of Diamonds are doing what they doing. So, it's been an evolution,
I can say you were the first, you were my first photographer. And after you, I went on to bigbootyclub.com, which I still get responses now because I think I was about 24, 23. And here I am going on 43, and they are still on bigbootyclub.com. The number 1 and the number 12 thumbnail. They are still there.
Wow. Well, it's crazy because okay, so after I left Memphis and went back to New Orleans, I got my first computer, I believe, like mid 2000s, right? And I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? So my first instinct was to get up on these porn sites, right? And lo and behold, and guess who I see? I mean, I'm like, wow, whoa. I seen you, Suave.
Oh, the Big Booty Club. Wait a minute, when you said porn site, I'm like, wait a minute, ain't that no porn?
No, it's not a porn. It was, it would be classified under that. That website would actually be classified. So let me clarify that. I
was just gonna say, where my check?
No. That website that you mentioned, that's one I had came across. Because at that point in time, each website had, at that point in time, people were using social media was way before Facebook and MySpace and Instagram. Yahoo clubs and Yahoo groups is where it used to be at in the early days of the internet. Not a lot of people know that, but yeah, that was social media then. And the guy,
us dancing on there too, though.
Yeah, and the guy who ran that site actually had a Yahoo Clubs, which would have a link to his site. So that's why I'm saying, you know, in my traversing of the early internets back in that day, that's how I found out that y'all didn't do that or y'all was doing that. So
It was funny too because I think he remarried or got in a new relationship or whatever. But I
mhm,
want to say early when I first moved here, I don't know how she got in touch with me or how she found me. But it's
mhm,
his new assistant, a girlfriend, or whatever. And she was like, "Hey, I'm calling to see if you want to do some more photos." And me just being the curious person I am, I was like, "How much?" And she was like, "Oh, we doing like 150, 200." I didn't want to hurt her feeling, let her know I got damn near
mhm,
$1,000 to do them pictures I did before. Cause maybe he didn't disclose you that that's how much you
mhm. Well,
I
that
was,
would,
baby,
yeah,
I'm
they wouldn't want to.
no.
He wouldn't want to. So that's like when you go to the doctor, and then somebody goes to your doctor and asks for your information, and they can't give out that information. So I'm pretty much sure he, you know, it was the same way with,
Payment and all that stuff. Yeah, they
yeah,
I was like, nah, I'm good. Y'all have fun with that. Cause I need some more, some young girls that need some allowance. So we're good.
hmm,
Not no 150. Nah.
yep.
You can't get seasoned vets like that. You can't do.
And and then I believe y'all came down New Orleans a couple times to Shishi's, and I've seen y'all at Shishi's when I
Yep.
moved down New Orleans. That was hype because now I was back to a city that I was more at this point in time. I'm more familiar with New Orleans than I am with Memphis. So to be back in an environment that I knew, and then for y'all to come down in an environment that I was in,
Had a ball.
especially the comfort level for me, was just like big time, right? Big time. So.
Yeah, you always been cool. You always been cool. So what is that? Explain to them right now exactly what it is that you do.
So, like I said before, we're a BBW exotic dance entity. We've been asked to go different places. I have I've had done different places before, Atlanta, New Orleans, but New Orleans because I lived there, and that was my first event. And Atlanta was probably the only outside one that I've done. But we have BBW strippers. Imagine strippers, but plus size,
See
and
y'all.
that's
Still,
yep.
it's still a career out there for y'all. Notice I say y'all. It's still money out there for y'all.
And it's crazy because like I said, when I started, um people, first of all, people could never imagine me doing this, right? Like when I used to go to work and I used to tell them what I had growing up, they used to laugh at me and stuff like that. Ain't nobody gonna go see that. Ain't nobody want to go see that. And the reason why I did it because when I went to the strip clubs, I like seeing girls like y'all. I didn't like seeing skinny girls. I really didn't. Skinny girls didn't do shit for me. Like, what can you do with a skinny girl? But probably break her back. I don't know.
Don't
Uh,
hurt some.
yeah, exactly. I can't do shit with skinny girls, and I'm not saying it's for everybody, but it's something I wanted to see. So I was like, why not me? And so I started putting together events, and like I said, my first event was in New Orleans. I At that point in time, I had formed a small group called uh, TNS, which stood for Thick and Sexy, and some of the girls from DC and Atlanta came up, and we did our first event in New Orleans. And after that, Katrina happened. I was forced to move back up here. Uh, then my second one was in Atlanta. I was a little hotel suite party. And I could tell you from where I started to where we're at now, OMG, it's just,
Don't that be the great part when you can look back on where you started in your business and then see how far you've come and see what you up?
yes, yes, yes. Um, this past weekend, it took me back a little bit. I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook, but you remember that movie Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
the director of Hustle and Flow.
I saw that on your Snapchat.
Yeah, it was. He was at the event, and he enjoyed. He was celebrating his 50th birthday, and he was at the event, and the girls pulled him out there to the middle of the floor, and he looked that same look I had when I was in my young 20s in a strip club with y'all was the same look he had the other night, and he was having a blast.
I got a question for from the viewers for you. So, how many years have you been in the business?
2005 was my first event, so it'll be what 17, going on 17 years.
Wow.
17 years strong, still going between three groups. So,
what obstacles have you ran into being a business owner?
Oh, okay. Some of y'all women ain't gonna like hearing this. Some of y'all women are not gonna like hearing this. The biggest obstacle when you're a person like me is dealing with a lot of women egos. That is the biggest obstacle. Tell me what a lie is.
I cannot relate. I don't know.
Yeah, that is probably the biggest problem I have.
I mean, we got hormones. Y'all gotta.
I get that. I understand that. You know,
you gotta eat.
Women have hormones. Everybody's human.
Look, she said no lies detected.
Exactly. But if I try to tell them like this, man, take a step back a little bit, you know. And like when new girls come in, don't be so catty. You know, if they try to ask you advice, give them some advice. I mean, damn. I mean, what does it hurt to? Yeah, what does it hurt to give somebody advice? It doesn't hurt you at all. It doesn't cost you anything.
It doesn't. You gotta always, strain your sister's crown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, now I can relate to that a little bit because I remember when I was, me being from Georgia, when I was new on the scene to Memphis, and didn't come up there having to do a whole bunch of pole tricks and all that crazy shit there, and still made money just by being who I was. I used to get looked at sideways because I stayed on the go. Like I literally came there for one assignment, understood it, and did what I was supposed to do. I don't have time to hang out with y'all. I'm here to make money.
Exactly.
But eventually, yeah. I mean, I let down my guard a little bit. So when the other new girls came in, I don't want to say I took them up under my wing because you know where Memphis, But you give them good advice. You give them a little guidance.
Yeah, just give them a little, because although you gotta understand, right? Strip clubs are strip clubs, but Queen Diamonds is something different, right? It's not just you're there. I try to get everybody, and you're not going to make everybody like each other. That's number one. Everybody's not going to like each other. It's just human response, right? But what I try to tell them is the old adage: no one person is above the brand, including me. You know what I'm saying? No one person is above the brand, including myself. So if we're going to do this, we do this together, or we're not going to do this together. And if new girls come in, they need your help, just give them a little. You ain't got to try to be mama. Ain't nobody asking you to be mama. Just give them a little guidance, because they're going to need it. Because guess what? To be honest, and you tell me if I'm wrong about this actually is a young girl's game. You know, this is a young girl's game. Some ladies can last with a lot of longevity, but you tell me how many last with a lot of longevity.
You're yes and no. You're right, because the young ones have more longevity. I would pray that vets are not still. I would pray that people that I was with are still not there. But if it is, I mean, to each his own. The thing about it is, you gotta get in and get out. You got to know that it's not really a career. You know what I'm saying?
It's not really. It's not a career. I'm about to tell you something.
And be able to leave.
I've been in this game so long that I'm starting to see second and third generation dancers coming to Queen of Diamonds now. That's how long. Matter of fact, we just had a mother and daughter. We just had a mother and daughter, and they did it, and they about to bring the other daughter in.
And I ain't turning my head. I'm not turning my head because that's a bad thing. I'm turning my head because that reminded me of Ebony Lace. I worked with a mother and daughter to the point where after the mother finished being a dancer, she demoted down to just being a waitress and let the daughter. And I saw it with my own eyes, and I couldn't believe it then. I couldn't imagine. It's different too, though, because now these young chicks, they got to climb, they got to do flips, they got to do all kinds of this crazy gymnastic shit. When back in my era, I could walk past and pat you on your back, have a nice conversation with you, and still get a stack.
And that's something I try to preach them. I try to. This is what I try to preach them, right? Like what I do in my primary job, and what happens with Queen of Diamonds, it's sort of the same, right? For full disclosure, I work for the casinos, right? In the casino industry, when guests come up to your table or you interact with guests, you interact with every guest, and you interact with them, making sure they get the best experience that they can. And this is why I tell these girls, I say, don't you ever tell me you don't walk in my building and you didn't make money, because the first thing I want to ask you is, where were you? Because if you was in that dressing room or you standing on a wall or sitting your ass down, guess what? Guess who problem that is? That's a you problem and not a me problem. Because all veterans know that when we get anywhere between 300 and 350 people, 300 and 350 people in our doors every time we throw an event. You could turn over 350 rocks by the end of that night. You can engage somebody 350 times by the end of that night. And if you don't, it's because you didn't want to. And if you leave out of there with less money than you thought you were going to make, then maybe that's on you.
I want to give you, I've already said this in private before, but I want to tell you again in front of the whole world. I appreciate you reaching out to me to customize the clothing.
Those panties.
Yes.
Yeah, we done changed the logo too. Matter of fact, somebody last night on Instagram, they did like a memory or something like that, and they like, remember when you sent these to me? And they showed a picture of the panty with the old Queen of Diamonds logo on it. Man, I like, yeah.
I was just starting out. I was just starting out to let people know I want to do stuff, because I tell people all the time, I do customized shirts, I do single, but I love working with companies, and I love manufacturing with companies and businesses, because we all know that's a nice lump sum, that's a nice, and they can always come back because you have it. DJ Ty said those panties. Yes, that was the girl's panties.
Yep.
Tawana wants to know if you have a website.
Yes, we have a website, queenofdiamondsentertainment.com. Once again, queenofdiamondsentertainment.com.
Queen of Diamonds. Is it with an S or a Z?
S. Queenofdiamondsentertainment.com.
Entertainment.com. Yeah, we'll let some people go up there and check it out. Is that spelled right?
You gotta spell the whole thing out. www.queenofdiamondsentertainment.com. You got it abbreviated, the entertainment abbreviated.
Oh, it's ENT. Oh, it's the whole entertainment. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay, Queen of Diamonds Entertainment.com. Boom. Let's try that. Is that it?
I also do I have a YouTube channel to promote events, and some of the ladies I do shout outs for BBWs. I do interviews for our ladies. we're trying to work on being a well-rounded group. Not just for the news,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the news of events, but I'm trying to get into more stuff with the ladies of Queen of Diamonds, so guys can see not only that they're exotic dancers, but they are grounded people who enjoy other things.
My so the viewer said you would kill the yoni pop business. So
So wait a what is that?
yes, see, yes. So you see the website that's scrolling across the bottom. Tawana's
Okay.
Yoni and Teens. You need to check that website out because it has all the needs of the females, from the yoni pops, yoni pearls, the soaps, the smell goods, all the stuff they will want
Oh
and need.
yeah.
Direct
Hmm.
you ladies to it, they'll go right to it. So you told me what the website was. What is the YouTube? So I can put. I'm gonna have
I
your.
search Q dash TV. YouTube's URL system is all jacked up.
Q dash.
You try to do a custom URL and they recustom it for you. So just search Q dash TV or search Queen of Diamonds Entertainment, and it should come up.
Let me see if that's correct. Hold on. What that's it right there? Oh, you said Q dash TV.
Yeah.
Go back and fix that. But yeah, Queen of Diamonds Entertainment.com, guys. Make sure
Hmm.
y'all check that out. Make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Definitely. And you definitely, like I said, make sure you check out that website scrolling too. So all your ladies will love that. They will love that. So what made you said you already told me what made you want to start. You already told me when you started. Do you have any events coming up?
We just got through with an event. We just finished Call of Booty 2. It was just funny because my boss texted me earlier and said to me, Call of Booty 2 must have got you weak. But yeah, we just finished up. We just finished up for the year. I'm going to take a break. Normally, I start getting ready for uh no Q dash TV.
You know what? You got me thinking. Look, oh my God, I knew I had it that right. I'm trying, people.
Um,
Boom. There you go.
yeah. So we just got through for the year. We started with the first ever Black Diamond Ball.
No,
No,
that's still wrong. Move. Keep talking.
take the word dash out.
I know. I keep messing up. Now,
We
I love
started at the
y'all.
beginning. We started at the beginning of the year with our first ever Black Diamond Ball, and that was a huge success. Then we went into our grand event, which is BGSN, which stands for Big Girl Strippers Night. It was BGSN 10, and that broke all kind of records. Um, then we did Big Booty Judy, which we have contests for ladies coming off the street, and we had a young lady who won the title for a second time in a row. And then we just came off of Call of Booty 2, which broke ticket sale records of
Call a booty
proportions.
too. Like, first of
Yes.
all, I spelled it right that time. People in the comment. Like, look, I've been smoking. It took a minute, but I got it right. So how do you come up with the names? Call a
So
booty.
I give you back history on Call of Booty. So a friend of mine who she worked in porn, right?
Mhm.
And she knows I like video games. I'm a huge video game freak. So she knows I like video games. So we was riding somewhere one day, and we were just thinking out loud about different events. And she goes, "Call of Booty." And at that time, I'm like, damn, I ain't come up with that. So no, I can't just. Although she came up with it, I didn't come up with it. So she came up with it, and then when it was time for me to do an event, and I wanted to do that event, I had to ask her for permission. Cause like I said, she the one who came up with it. I can't just bogart it away from her. I ain't gonna do that for nobody. But I come up with the events. I mean, it's it takes planning for each event. I take at least between 4 to 6 months to plan for an event. Um, come up with names and themes and stuff like that. We've had everything from Queen of Diamonds holiday, which was a Queen of Diamonds Christmas event. I've had two birthday parties for myself, which I'm planning on doing my 50th one next year. Uh, we've done birthday parties for two other females in the crew. I've done what you call the Queen of Diamonds experience, and this was like our comeback after with everything starting to reopen, and to bring people back into to what we were doing. Big Booty Judy is a contest where we allow guests who are not dancers to enter contest, win a $500 prize, and it's a big title belt. Hold on, I got a replica of it. I'm about to show you.
Big Booty Judy. How you? I want to know.
So
How you know they ain't dancers? How you know for a fact they don't be dancers? Okay.
because one Queen of Diamonds is a Queen of. This is a small replica belt of the 2021 version. The regular belt is bigger than this. When I ordered this online, they gave this to me for free because that's how they're doing their promotions. But I wanted it to be awesome because I wanted something to commemorate that event anyway.
I see your ladies on the back there. Yeah, I was looking at your ladies on the back behind you.
Yeah, those are actually the dancers in my crew. You probably can't see them. This is my crew. This is the whole. Well, not everybody, but this is you get a scope of how many people are in this crew.
You make sure to tell them put the Climax Zone code in for that website. They gonna love it.
I sure will. You're gonna have to send me that link so I can put it in our meeting room so I can.
I'll send it to you as soon as we get off of here. I definitely will give it to you. Yes, sir.
Then we had the girls in my crew got mad about me throwing a contest for ladies off the street and they winning $500. So I came up with another one called Twerk Showdown. And we had one Twerk Showdown so far. The only reason because of that is because of the pandemic had came in and I had nowhere to put it at this point in time. So yeah, different events, different names. It takes planning. It takes preparation. I don't do any events around the corner. People look at me, well, Eric, how about we do an event 2 weeks from now? And they know I tell them, hell and all. Because if I want my events to be successful, I want as many people in the buildings as I can get in there. I'm not going to do nothing that's 2 weeks ahead of time. No, not going to happen at all.
What advice would you give someone trying to be a business owner, period, whether it's in the same field you're doing or just wants to be a business owner, period?
Well, if it's with anything, first and foremost, you have to be willing to work hard because nothing is ever given to you. If this is something you want to do, you got to work hard at your craft. That's been instilled in a lot of us since we were, knee high to an ant. That's why our parents tell us: you want something, you work hard for it. Definitely. And once you do work hard for it, sustain that hard work. Always plan. Write out your plans. Write out your business plans. Put them up. If you're nowhere close to it, put them up so you can always see it. Put them up at your refrigerator. Put them up at your mirror. Read it to yourself every day. Read your goals off every day to yourself. Constantly keep putting in your mind the things that you want to do, so you can make it happen. Uh, if you start there, I guarantee you the road would be so much smoother. It would be so much smoother because now you're getting right up here, and then pretty soon you get right in the pockets. You know what I'm saying? So
Nothing happens overnight.
nothing does, and trust me, I man, I the struggles I've been through when I was, like I said, I've been doing this for 17 years. Right now, I'm about 49. So I started when I was what 20, 30 something. My math is wrong, right? All over right now. But being a younger person and trying to start something, you want to uh that to pre-plan to fail. That's also a good that's good advice. That's actually good advice because nothing is going to be perfect. Nothing is going to be perfect. Me now, I have I do what I call contingencies. I always plan for everything to fail. That way, one, if it fails, I'm not as messed up about it as it is. But I always have a backup plan just in case what I got planned work, and I have a backup plan for that backup plan. So
Right.
do that also. Yeah, you got to do that because you want to make sure that you prepare from every angle for whatever hits you. Because sometimes plans don't go as planned at all.
Definitely. She said we have to remember why we started.
Exactly.
As
Passion.
you know
Passion
what?
is part.
That's the question I want to ask you because I remember I was asked this once. What is your why?
What is my why?
What is your
I,
why?
I, I said it earlier. I said reason why I started is because there weren't many of y'all. Although I knew a group of y'all between all these strip clubs. If you go in one strip club, there might be two or three. If you go in another strip club, it might be two or three more. It wasn't all in one place. You see what I'm saying?
So
And
you fulfilled your why.
yeah, so the last strip club in Memphis I ever went to, it was the Yellow Rose, I believe the Platinum Rose or the Yellow Rose right off the third.
Platinum
And
Road.
they had this one chick in there, and she was TAF, thick as fuck. And me working at Horseshoe, coming home, I would go there and stop by on my way home. And one night she just wasn't there no more. Uh, funny. Um, but she wasn't there no more. And actually, besides me going to visit my cousin in Chicago in 2010, that was actually the last time I was in a strip club. That was 2000. That was 2005, 2006. You know what I'm saying? To, seeing the lack of plus size, full figure females in the strip club had become a thing of the past, and a lot of strip clubs weren't going to hire you, starting then if you were maybe what 200 and
You had to
above.
be a buck 05 with the Barbie doll body and the big.
Yeah, that became more mainstream, and then the internet the internet picked up traction. I remember a friend of mine. She used to tell me I used to go to the East Coast for these events called Babs. I would pick a group of them up, and I'll pick her up on our way there. And she used to tell me that this whole thing was niche. Like this whole thing was just a fad that's gonna just go away after a while. I told her no, it wasn't. I said this is a thing. This right here is a thing. There are guys that like big girls. Most of them scared to admit it. And I'll be honest with you, until I came back here a second time and started doing what I'm doing, it seemed like they was all in the closet about liking big
Why?
girls.
I still
Huh?
don't understand what they.
Because you gotta understand, okay, so you gotta understand then. Back then, the internet wasn't as wide and as vast and as popular as it is now. Uh so when a dude would bring a big girl or be around a big girl and be around his friends, he will always feel when his homies would clown him about a big girl. So that became an image thing. See what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Guys didn't want that image of their homies seeing them with a big girl, then start clowning them because they couldn't handle all that from their friends.
That's crazy
And
too, though, because you still have some that probably do. I know I have big girls that tell me it's still some that do it to this day. But
oh
the
yeah,
crazy
there's still something to do it.
they want to lay up with them behind doors.
Hmm.
That's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
but it's not as to me it's not as bad now as it was 20 years ago when
I
guys
agree.
just didn't want to be out seen in public with a big girl because she was a big girl. Like people would look and make fun. I can remember I took one of my dancers out to a movie, right? We just went out to a movie. She has she's a big girl, but her bottom frame is huge. So we're walking out of the movie theater, and these people, I can hear them, laughing and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, she got a big old butt. And I'm like, it doesn't fade me at all. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I like. I know what I like. I know what I like. This is what I like. It's not gonna fade me one bit of. You got guys who wouldn't even walk in a movie theater with a woman like that because they're scared of what people think of them. And that's the problem. Once they can get past what people think of them, they could be a little bit better off than want to be out. And I think it's just crazy to me that you like what you like. Fuck what everybody else say. See what I'm
I mean,
saying?
that's probably why my crazy ass like big dudes any goddamn way. Cause all the skinny niggas be acting like they scared any goddamn way. I like be old husky security guard type person anyway. So I know
Mhm.
what to do with these 56 inches. And if I got
That's
time to
right.
see those scrawny guys that wanna nah.
Like what you like. I mean, you only live once, right? You only
Gotta
live once.
enjoy.
So why not be comfortable in your own skin, loving what you love? Because guess what? And I've seen this happen. You sit there and break you decide you want to be in a relationship with a girl like that, but you don't show her the attention that she deserves. Um, you're gonna break that girl's heart, and then she's gonna find somebody that's gonna treat her like she should be treated, and then you're gonna be sitting there with egg on your face. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be like, damn, I missed out on a good woman because I'm worried about what fucking people think about who I'm with. A
Exactly.
relationship shouldn't be based on that whatsoever.
If you can't love her properly, leave her alone. Like stop wasting
Exactly.
that. No, so I always have to say that's for men and women. Men, if you're not your intention is not good, stop wasting people's time, but vice versa for women. If your intentions
Right.
are not good, leave these men alone. Let people stay at peace and stop interrupting their peace. That's
Right. Right. Right.
you wonder why folks be walking around angry as hell because you could have left them alone. Like
Yep.
they was good. So what
Yep.
have you taken from I'll say the whole pandemic because I will say this year, but
What
most
have
of
I taken from it?
yes. What can you leave going to the next year with from this year?
Shit, I
Like what
don't
you
know.
leave behind?
You
What you
know what? I know. Look, people like I tell people how old I am, and they're like, "Man, you still young, bro." But I may look that way, but I don't feel that way. Um, just protect yourself in this whole ordeal. I know there are a lot of crazy things out there. Um, dealing with this whole situation, from information to misinformation to uh, governments trying to do things to. I'm not trying to make this political, so I'm not going to get into a lot of
no,
political
this is your
stuff.
answer. Yeah, I don't go too
Uh,
far with them people up
yeah,
there. I don't the streams on YouTube too, and they'll be mad at me in a minute. But yeah, please.
but just take care of yourself. Keep yourself safe. Uh, do the essentials to keep yourself out of the hospital. I make sure that whenever I'm washing my hands frequently, I wear my mask. I even bought custom masks. Although at my job it's mandatory for all employees to wear masks, and it's not for the guest. Um, I still wear my mask no matter what, no matter where I go. Uh, I wash my hands frequently. And I try, although still do these parties, I try to make them as safe as possible by, I don't demand that they wear masks, but I inquire that, I'd rather them wear masks because they're going to do whatever they do anyway. Um, I have a bunch of hand sanitizer at the door and stuff like that for everybody. I just try to make it as safe as possible, and try to keep myself safe because one thing I know I don't want to do is be in somebody's hospital on a ventilator, struggling. I'm not that guy at all. I hate hospitals.
Silly. Well, now we finna get to the hot seat. You got 6 questions. Before as I'm shuffling these cards, you told us where they can find you at on social media. You told us what you do.
Well, I didn't say social media. I just gave them the website and YouTube. But if you can, if anybody she knows me good enough, I got 10 million. So I got 10 million per social media, 10 million pages per social media. So if you on Facebook, search Queenie Diamonds Entertainment, you'll find me somehow, some way. Instagram, Queenie Diamonds Entertainment, you'll find me somehow, some way. I only have one Snapchat, which is QOD BBW Strippers. And on Twitter, you can find me Q_O_D.
All right. Y'all heard them. Make sure y'all go and check them out and come back and watch the video for any details you missed out on. We're going to get him 6 cards here. You're at a bar with someone. You're at a bar when someone picks a fight with your significant other. This person is the same sex as you, but you're a no match for them. Do you defend your significant other?
I think Kevin Hart put it best. That'll be selfish of me for me to put myself in that position when he already smacked the shit out you. I mean, we need to find out why he smacked the shit out of you, why you let him do it. I mean, no need for both of us to go home with black eyes. I mean, how we gonna see if both of us got black eyes? I mean, come on now. I'll help you up, get you to the car.
You are a mess. Oh my God. Okay.
We need to talk about why. We need to talk about what happened and why he smacked you. I mean, shit.
Sorry, sister girl. He said he's not helping y'all. He ain't helping. I'm fighting for my man. I don't care who it is. Look, I'm jumping in, I'm throwing stuff over there to let y'all know I'm coming. Just in case I get over there and things don't work out the way we thought it was gonna work out. You know that was me who threw that whole damn bar stool, a couple of bottles as I was coming over there. I got you back. You're dating a person and they say they want to wait until marriage to have sex. How would you respond? Before you answer that, hold on. Somebody's answer to the last question. Facts. Ain't no sense in both of us getting hurt. Y'all
exactly. Exactly. Ain't no sense for both of us getting hurt. Damn, I gotta drive now because you got hurt. If I get hurt, who's gonna drive?
The second question is you're dating a person and they say they want to wait until marriage to have sex. How would you respond?
You want to hear something funny?
What?
You want to hear something real funny?
What?
I can do that. Because I've been without for a while. I honestly have been without for a while. People like nowhere in hell. Yes, with all that behind you, you made. You know how many questions I get about you ain't hit none of them.
You ain't hit none of them. You ain't smashing. That's right, because you keep business. Like
Exactly.
I don't want to mix business with pleasure.
Yeah. So if somebody like I want to wait, okay.
I definitely
I'm
agree because I've been
mhm.
celibate for so damn long now. Hell, you I might as well. I mean, I do got my rose.
Yep. I
Long as
mean,
I
I'm not.
got rose corn, I'm good.
Now, this is it though, right? I've always got this question, right? This could actually be a follow-up question there because I get this question a lot. Like I said, I'm 49 right now. I'm about to turn 50 next year. And they ask me what am I waiting on? And or they ask me, do I want kids? I'm like, right now, no. Because they ask me why. And I say, because I'm 50 right now. 10 years later, I'll be 60. And I don't feel like dealing with no badass 10-year-olds. Because I know how I was when I was a kid. Like, they always say, if you gave your parents hell, the kids that you have are going to give you hell.
Not necessarily
So,
true. Because my daughter gonna
well,
be we
well, you're
two more.
probably a good kid.
We identical, trust. No, she got all this climax mentality and personality. But I guess because it's me to me, it
Uh,
don't bother me. Now to the next person, to grandparents stuff like that, she probably drive them insane. But
mhm.
me, I just be like, look at my little bitty me. Like she get asked the question. I think I asked her. I was like, "Hey, you want?" And I knew what the answer was gonna be, but I still wanted to be a parent. So I was like, "Hey, you want to schedule time to go? She'll be 14 New Year's Eve. I was like, you want to schedule time to go see Santa? Take some pictures." She was like,
That look.
"No offense, but that's creepy.
Mhm.
Let's say that for the kids, the babies." I said, "Okay." I just had to do my part as a parent. At least ask. I already knew what you was doing.
Mhm.
She was like, "Bubba, you tripping?" No, you thought. So it's like, I used to want more kids. I used to want more kids. Honestly, I say I wanted more kids. Actually, until I hit just my 42nd birthday this year. And all the reason I kind of changed my mind because I'm like, the husband I've been praying for, I don't
Hasn't
think
showed up yet.
he ain't got on them Nikes yet. Like he dragging his feet. I just want him to be praying for you every day. Where you at? Where you at? So by the time he get here, maybe I'll be about 50, 55, and she'll be gone. Cause see, she was gonna be the go-to person if I'm like, "Oh, I got a headache. Can you get you?"
Mhm.
Nah.
Yeah.
Until he get here, we'll just be taking trips, lavish trips, traveling and practicing for no outcome. Third question: you inquire about the number of sexual partners your significant other has had, and the number is way higher than you expect. Would this change anything?
What her past got to do with me?
Not a damn thing, because
Not a
everybody.
damn thing. I mean, why would even ask that question? I don't think that's a question. I don't. You know what? I saw something on YouTube about that, and I'm
A
like,
lot of people.
is it me or is it millennials that only ask that damn question? Like,
It matters to the young. I did a podcast
why?
talking about new age, old school versus new school. The
Mm,
same way I said, to me, it seems like the new school is, "Oh, I like you. I want us to date." And you'll be like, "Okay." Then y'all don't talk for weeks. And then they call you and be like, "So when we gonna hook up? Because I can't wait to smack. What's my favorite color? Like, what's my favorite food?
mm.
What's
Do
my
you know
off?"
something about me?
Opposed to the old school, in my
Mm,
opinion, being from Georgia, being a Southern Belle, I'm used to being courted, dated,
mm.
on the phone, late hours, wee hours of the night, talking,
Yes.
having
Fall asleep on the phone.
yes, you stimulate me so much. The conversation
Uh,
go on and on. When I hang up, I know I'm sleepy, but damn, I want to finish the conversation. Can't wait till I
yeah.
wake up tomorrow so we can call each other. Now it's
It's
so
not that.
it's just, "Oh, you fine as fuck. Oh, you got a fat ass. Oh, what that mouth do?" Now, what I wonder is, as petty as I am, saying that I'm single, I wonder what it would be like if I reverse the roles and I start hitting these niggas in their inbox talking about, "Oh, I saw you lick your lips on that TikTok. What that mouth do?"
You really? I tell you what. You know, science is always based off of data, right?
So it won't work if it'll lead right into it'll feed right into what the fuck they want, huh?
Exactly. But you'll get to know how many men you get to see for yourself how many men that won't turn you down versus that will turn you down.
Well,
See
actually
what I'm
be like,
saying?
hey, you ain't gotta come at me like that. You a nice
'Cause-
young.
yeah, because you're only doing a social experiment, right? All you're doing is a social experiment to find
I ain't
out.
finna do no social experience because they'll start sending me dick pics and then I get irritated. I done had so many dick pics sent to my inbox that I be want to send to a local doctor for you.
Okay, so funny story. Funny story. Right before this event, and this happens to me all the time, right? So when I'm preparing for an event, my number is everywhere. My number is everywhere when I know for people who want to buy
I
tickets.
think it.
So I had this guy text me talking about, hey babe, with your cute self, send me a picture of your ass. Now this guy just texted me, don't know who the F I am. All he saw was a female's picture, the number up under there, and decided to text that to a complete stranger. So what I did was, since he said he wanted to see a picture of ass, I went on Google and I went and Googled a picture of a donkey with his back turned. And I
Wow.
sent him a picture of that ass. And he texted me back, really? That ain't what I was talking about. Well, shit, you just send a random person a text message asking them to see their butt. I mean, come on, bro, what you expect? You don't know
And,
who you talking to.
and Mr. Williams, what you mean? All that means is she more experienced and may can teach me something. What if she has a high number of sex partners? I
No,
mean,
no,
I
no.
feel don't get me wrong.
I strongly disagree with that.
I don't judge you by their past, but sometimes you do need to do a whole fact. You do need to do like
You want I'm about to tell you a story that I've
you
told
say.
very few people. So there was this chick that used to work at Pure Passion
Mm-hmm.
that I was crazy about, mad crazy about back in the day. And
You right. The past means nothing.
I would try to talk to her, but she would never want to rap to me for the simple fact that she lived in Memphis and she had a dude, right? I'm like, okay, cool. But I always went to the strip club and I always saw her. So when I went back to New Orleans and I saw her in She-She's, we hooked up. It was like 4 years from the date that I actually met her. So for 4 years I have been waiting for that. I've been waiting for that. And then it turned out to be the most trash
I knew you was finna say it.
piece of.
I
So
knew you was
no, they can be experienced all they want to. She could be trash, straight trash,
It's kind of
straight
how I feel
trash.
about females. A lot of females lead solely on their looks,
Hmm.
and then they open their mouth and they dumb. Like they talk, they don't talk with intelligence. They don't know
Exactly.
anything because all their life they've been just riding on their looks.
Hmm.
Same thing. Well, it's another form of female like that too. Can be beautiful, but got the most ugliest and nasty attitude. And
Exactly.
that old saying where it says black don't crack. Black doesn't crack if you good from the inside. Your inner beauty is what counts the most.
Exactly.
You ugly on
Exactly.
the inside, baby. That ugly gonna start seeping out.
And it's
Trust.
going to show.
And there's a lot of folks that don't look down bad.
It's
Whew.
definitely going to show.
A woman musters up the courage to ask her crush on a date. He accepts. When the check comes, he gives it to her. She's offended. Who is wrong? Damn.
Okay. I need you because I've heard this before, but one more time, read it again. One more time. One more time.
A woman finally gets up the nerve to ask her crush on a date. He
Hmm.
accepts. When the check comes, he gives it to her. She's offended. Who was wrong? Explain.
Okay, so it's a crush, right? And she asked him on a date. So uh, she's expecting him. She's expecting him to pay for all those. She asked him on a date, right? I'm getting this right, right?
Yes, he's a man.
Now I'm old fashioned. Every time I went on a date or something, I paid for it, no matter what. But there has never been a time in the history of me that anybody has ever asked me on a date. Period.
Now, see,
So
I don't
I
understand
can't relate. I can't relate to that because I've never been in that position.
Yeah, I do want women to start normalizing taking them not randomly. Your man though. Take
Hmm.
your man out.
But that's two different things though. You said this lady asked her man
A
crush,
crush. It was a
her
crush.
crush. Now
Okay.
let's stop right there. Let's stop right there.
Yeah.
When it goes to asking out on dates, how many the amount of women doing that, especially today, are very rare. That's
I was
that's a
raised
very rare
differently.
thing.
Now I'll
Hmm.
let you know that I'm feeling you.
Hmm.
See, I'm so old school. I'm gonna tell you this. And they may be listening. I'm gonna put it out to you. You might find out why I never went nowhere. So one thing about me is you can tell me you like me. You can tell me you want to date me. That is so cute. It sounds so great. But I'm so old school. My nigga, I'm still waiting on you to officially ask me to be your woman. It's almost like that paper. Do you like me? Yes or no? If you don't officially ask me, you were just telling me your likes and your dislikes. Oh, you would like me to be your woman. Oh, okay. Oh, you would
So
like
let me
me.
ask you. You said all that, right? So let's say it's some dude that you find very attractive. Are you still waiting for him to ask you to go on a date, or are you going to ask him to go on that date?
Well, now you talked about the women and their egos earlier, so let me go ahead and tap into mine. Climax ain't waiting on shit.
Exactly. So this card is kind of a little bit. I mean, from my perspective, is a little bit unreal. See what I'm saying?
Cause I'm my petty ass. You could be just on the phone with me telling me, shit, you hungry as hell right now. He ain't asked me to go get nothing to eat. I'm like, I'm hungry too. Let me go on up here. I'm gonna call you back.
See,
You
and
call
any
me back.
woman
I'm
on here,
sitting
you
down eating. Shit.
any woman on here, any woman on here, you if they can tell me right now that they've asked their crush at a minimum to go on a date, tell me because I don't think there's nobody out there that no lady out there, no woman out there that has ever done that. It's very few and far between if there is.
Now, Eric, this is a little dark, but I'm gonna break it down to you. Now, there was once upon a time that I knew. Oh, this is a good one. Y'all better catch it when y'all can, because I've never said it again. I saw two people fighting. I'm talking about fighting over this one particular person, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, he do look good. I mean, what's all the hype about? I hit him up in the inbox. It was like, I want to see what the hype is about. And then afterwards, I went on Facebook the next day and said, hashtag I understand. So that's kind of like I asked because I invited him over.
Okay. How many times you gonna do that in your lifetime?
Never again. That was a good
Okay.
time. That was a good decision. Oh, that was a good. We still friends to this day. That was a good decision. Only difference is distance. It's distance. He in
but
Georgia. I'm in Cali. I swear to God, that's the only reason. That was a
but
great
it's
decision. But I don't
the
have time.
gap is this wide. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna get women to ask men. That's the whole same thing with the whole a woman asking a man to marry them. You are never gonna see that.
You gonna see it because there's still people out there doing it. But I was 32 when I made that decision. But me get on
No,
my knees and ask you to
you
marry.
asked a man to marry you?
No. I said it's people. You see videos every day of females still on their knees asking men to
Yeah.
marry.
Yeah,
That is
but I
insane.
mean,
I would
one
never.
is
I
it
still got my ring from the last nigga that proposed to me. No.
One, is it real? Is it real? Is it for likes? Because, like I said, in reality, if you lined up 30 females, right, and you ask each of them, would you propose to your man? I guarantee you, you might get one out of that 30.
No.
You might get one out. You might get one out of that 30.
That's just like I said. You line up 10 men and give them a blank Hallmark card. Can they write something from the heart, or does it have to be store bought and already typed up? It's real rare.
That depends on where area they from.
They're gonna be a lot, right? Because a lot of them are gonna be stunned as hell looking at the people. How long do you prefer sex to last, and why? If they ain't blank, they're gonna be thinking about a rap song lyric.
How long do I prefer
How
for
long
sex?
do you prefer sex to last, and why?
Until she happy.
Ooh, ding, 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 ding. If I had something to give, a prize to give you, I would have put it in the damn computer. This iMac would have been shattered.
Until she happy.
Did
Until
you
she
hear
says
me?
she can't. Until she says she can't go no more.
And even if I tapped out, I was just
Keep
playing.
it going.
Yeah, don't. Ain't no safe word. Right.
Yeah.
You know, about as long as I went, man, that get me. If I be like, wait, don't pay my ass no mind. Get it.
Okay. Let me, for the ladies. Okay, ladies. How long should a man be giving her woman head before he stops?
When she squirt. For the squirtable ones of us.
Okay.
Other than that, when they say when you know they done came.
Okay.
Well, no, because see, sometimes when they came, that's how squirts start. Keep going a little bit until she try to prime
So
your
don't
ass.
keep going.
Keep going, yeah. You can keep going.
Okay.
I mean, that's my answer, y'all. I can't speak for all women. I that's why I got an OnlyFans now. See, I squirt. So yeah, keep going. Keep going. He said till my jaw lock.
Exactly. Even if your jaw lock, you better start. Your tongue don't lock. Your tongue doesn't lock. Okay. Your jaw may lock. Your tongue won't. So
switch it around then. How long do y'all prefer head?
I don't know, because I think I've always been like this. I mean, I could go all night with a woman giving me head because I've never bust from the head before. It's never happened.
In all your videos.
And what's funny is I used to have a porn star for a girlfriend, and she couldn't do it. Maybe I'm a mutant. I don't know.
Nah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and toot mine's horn because a motherfucker gonna release. You go bust. Regardless, I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know. I know, but it ain't for me to disclose. You can't tell. I'm just saying. I told somebody I think when my longest relationship, I put Beyonce Speechless on, and from beginning to end, when she took a breath, I took a breath. Went to the rhythm, went to the beat. Everything she had going on in that song, I'm talking about. Plus, I'm a singer too, so I'm humming in there. That thing was going right. Motherfucker booted and clenched the cheeks, toes throwing up gang signs, and it was a good night. But see, the thing about me is the same way we just told y'all don't stop. I don't stop. Just because you said you finna, that ain't a safe word. Your mama, like you said, our parents told us shit. Waste not, won't not. If you my man, waste not, won't not. There's a water slide waiting somewhere. Woo! Dangerous slide in the world. No peace in the world. That goddamn throat. The last question is, do you have a fetish? If so, what turns you on about it?
I haven't seen it. I don't think I do. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. I've witnessed a lot. I've done a lot.
I'm curious. So, what's the weirdest thing you've done? Because for you sit on the climax zone and say you've seen a lot and done a lot, I mean, inquiring minds just want to know, Eric, what is the weirdest thing you've done?
What's the weirdest thing that I've done?
By the way, viewers, y'all know my fetish is getting choked out.
I mean, so okay, so you remember I told you I told you about I won't say this. I'll just share this with you. I'm not gonna say it's the weirdest thing I've done, but I told you about I used to go to Northeast for these Babs parties. So behind the scenes, the Babs parties were none really but freak parties, right? And you deal with there's a lot of New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Washington D.C.
Look, wait a minute. This one no party you weren't supposed to tell nobody about. Was look,
No, no,
listen,
no, no. And
look.
even so, this is like way back in 2002, 2003. So
Like,
if it
okay,
is, even if it is, that's it's way back when.
give us
But
that.
the chick who used to run the website bustybabydolls.com and my at the time girlfriend at that point in time, you met her at that time. She's the one who came up with me when I did the pictures of you and Alizé.
Right.
Uh her the lady who owned Busty Baby Dolls and one of her models and no, two of her models was in the middle of the floor and they was doing each other. And I'm just in the chair just yanking away. Uh enjoying that shit. I didn't want to get in between because you know how a beautiful painting is? You know, you see it, watch a beautiful painting, it's so beautiful, and you looking at it, it's just beautiful, and all you can just do is just stare at it. That's how I was that night.
So
Just
do all
staring.
men just have that? Is that just a thing for all men? Like
Well, I
the
mean, you got once again, you got to think about it. This is in my younger years, and it's not like it happens every day.
mhm.
Four females in a room, you're not looking at that every day personally. Oh, you looking at that on porn. You know, you're looking at that on a TV, not right when it's in your face, in front of you, right? And it was just looking so beautiful, and it was wonderful. It was a good time. You know, it was a good time. But
after
yeah, I mean, there are a lot of other things that I'm not going to share.
are you sure?
I'll, yes, I'm very positive. We're gonna keep those things in the box.
Pandora's box, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
We all got a Pandora box. Yeah. Hey.
Mhm.
That's why I got a book and that's why I got an OnlyFans. Hey.
Well, you know that I'm a lot more toned down than I was, years ago. I'm a lot more grounded and a lot more even kill. Um, the things that I used to do then is not the things that I do now.
Oh, definitely. I definitely. And I
Hmm.
love to hear that from everybody that I knew back then because the shit I was doing back then, Lord knows. For one, I was a whole non-parent. Now,
Hmm.
I'm sitting here for to be 43. Like you said, yeah, we may not look it, but baby.
You feel it.
Every time I had Splack Pack on the other night, and I told them I was like, it's so funny because Megan needs she picked them up when we left them out on the ground. Like we had them knees first. Oh, good tell me that about no goddamn knees back in the days. Now, don't get it twisted because if I had a man, he would be getting them shows every night and holding the camera for the footage on my OnlyFans. But I digress. As a single person, I still be around the house getting it. But yeah, me, a pole.
I, I I sometimes I feel like just a tad bit that I'm a man out of time. And when I say that is, I think I should have been born a little bit later because the person I was then will actually fit in the era now. I'm talking as far as adult entertainment wise, because although like you said, you've seen the Reserve Me, but I was also wild. I was
Really?
wild. I was very wild.
I can't.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not because you know you, but I can't relate to that because I never. Now I saw, like I said, I saw the reserve you, laid back you, then the comedian you. Like I always seen the cool you. I've never seen
Yeah.
in a
That's because I knew who. Okay, so
you always
knowing
been with
y'all, and being in y'all world, uh, you got to take a step back and you got to understand that one thing I noticed versus like when I used to bring my friend and roommate up to the clubs, he treated strippers like they didn't matter, like they weren't human, like
me.
the job was to shake ass, but that's not who you are 24/7. I always saw that y'all were humans first, then entertainers second. And that's why I was more laid back, just willing to have fun and be a little bit more respectful. But when I was out in the street and I used to go clubbing and it, man, we was talking about body counts earlier. Man, what?
You stupid. You
Boy, I used to I think Tupac wrote that song for me. I Get Around. I think he wrote that song for me.
stupid. All right then. Catch that
Yeah.
vibe. Oh my goodness. Well, before we end this, is there anything you want to let the people know before we go?
Uh, I kind of regret not doing this before the event because, like I said, we just came off an event, but I was too busy at that point in time because we was actually entering the week of that event. But just if you guys are ever in Memphis and we're throwing an event around the time you come, just come by. I guarantee you, once you walk through the doors and you see the Queen of Diamonds girls and uh, check them out and see what they're doing, I guarantee you, when you leave and go back to your respective places, you'll be talking about it, trying to bring your friends. I guarantee you that. Uh,
Hey.
so.
Well, y'all, if I ever see him having a post on there, trust and believe, I'm gonna share it for him because that's my people. Like I fucks with him, I really do. Well, thank you for coming by. Don't be a stranger. Whenever you do have something planned and you need to promote it, hit me up.
I sure will. I'm about to get this rest though before I even think about starting another event.
All right, I'm gonna send you that website, Tawana's Yoni and Things, as soon as I get off of here, so you can send it to your girl.
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you for coming. People, people, people. That is the end of the show. What I will say is, I appreciate all of you for joining. Don't forget, my podcast is sponsored by Tawana's Yoni and Things. So if you go to www.tawanasyoniandtings.com, use the promo code The Climax Zone, and you get 10% off of everything. Everything. Thank you, Mr. Williams. So before I leave you guys, you know I gotta send you home with that good old theme song by yours truly, Climax.
Yes, you know who the hell it is. It's your girl, Miss Climax. Yes, baby. The best podcast out there, streaming on all platforms. What you thought it was? Come catch this vibe. Welcome to the Climax Zone. 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 to the climax zone. Come check this podcast out. It's unfiltered, it's unscripted. Come catch this vibe, man. And if you need some promo, come holler.
Thursday, as we sit down with Cash Harris. Don't forget, same time, same place. We'll be talking to Cash Harris next. Bye.